Hey, Craig here from The Running Experience, and today we are talking about Bluetooth wireless headphones for running. We have so many different types of pairs. We have these ones from Jaybird, they're these small little earbuds. We have this other one from Jaybird, which is a wired, it's wireless, but it's a wired attachment to each other. We have these wraparounds, on the cheaper side. Let's see what those look like. We have these bone conduction ones. These are pretty cool. And then, of course, we have the V, which is a coach, in addition to a pair of headphones. So I've spent miles and miles and miles running with all these different pairs of headphones, and I'm going to tell you all about it right now. All right, first up, we have these BHS-530s from Phaiser. Now, this is was my first foray into Bluetooth headphones, and these are on the cheaper side. These are about 30 bucks on Amazon. You can get the link below. And what is nice about them for what I like is that they wrap around, and so they hug your head. And what I like about that is that it doesn't really matter what kind of ear you have. They always stay on, and they're super easy. Like, you got them, you put them on, you press the button, you're good to go. There's really like no frills approach. What you sacrifice at $30 is sound quality. It's just not great sound. It doesn't have good mids, good bass, good treble. It's a mediocre pair of headphones from a sound quality perspective, but you're running with these. It's not gonna be a time where you're actually like really fully engrossed, for me, fully engrossed in the sound quality of the music. And what I like about them is that they are, I wouldn't say they're bulletproof, but they're cheaper on the price side, but quality level is good enough that they've lasted me. Now, you also give up a little something in terms of battery life. These things will last they won't last a full week. So a few runs and then you need to recharge them. All of these are pretty much the same. They have a USB charger, the micro USB, mini USB, and in these particular headphones, it has a power, like a headphone thing. I could not get any phone calls to work with this thing. The microphone was just not powerful enough. Not a big deal for me when I'm running. The volume knobs are on here. It's totally fine to adjust them. They're okay. This is a baseline pair. If you're looking for just a no frills pair of headphones at a cheap price, these Phaiser 530s, and you might even check other ones from Phaiser, are a good way to go. These are the Jaybird X3s. These are sport headphones, wireless, but there is a wire in between. And so what happens here is they don't hug your neck, but they kind of loop around your neck, and then you fit them in like a fitted pair of headphones. So here are the pros and cons. It's a high quality pair of headphones. This is $110. It's on the higher end, definitely from a sound quality level, completely different world than the Phaiser ones that I just told you about. This is a high quality pair of headphones. The mic was okay. I didn't find it to be great when I was actually using it. Again, I don't use the mic a whole lot when I'm running, so not a huge deal. Battery life was great. There are a couple things that I didn't like. Now, with my ears particularly, I have a problem trying to find that these types of headphones really fit my ears, and they give you all kinds of different attachments you can adjust. I wouldn't say that I got a perfect fit with this pair of headphones. I did with the other pair of Jaybird, so it might be something with this. This has a rubberized wire in between the headphones, which I really like, but here's the thing. When I was running, what I found often is that this would stick to my neck, and then when I turned my head, it would kind of pull on the wire and pop them out. And honestly, having something that pops out when you're running is really annoying. And the thing about these is that when they pop out, they bounce. So you can't have it pop out and ignore it. You have to stop, because once it bounces, it's just gonna fall off and fall away. And at 110 bucks, I don't wanna lose them. So there are pluses and minuses to having a wire there. I personally like the wraparound kind that hugs to your head a little bit better and goes over the ear. So, in the realm of sound quality, really like these. I found myself using them, outside of running. The charger is also a little strange. There's a specific dongle with a USB attachment, so it's not a micro USB. You have to have this very specific attachment in order to charge it, which is also not my favorite. But overall, a good quality pair of headphones in terms of sound quality and construction. All right, what I have here is also a very unique pair. This is from a company called V. This is not just a pair of headphones. It sits on your neck like this, and then there's little magnets that are attached to the actual earpieces. These are really high quality headphones. They're from Harman Kardon, and you can tell when you put them in, the sound quality is a different level. Now, as I put them in, they totally cuts off anything else I can hear, so kind of the opposite of the bone conduction headphones. Here's what I like and dislike. So this is not just a pair of headphones. It actually has some training. It has a training app that goes with it, and it gives you, everything from, there's a little sensor in here which gets your heart rate. It looks at different workouts and gives you pacing guidelines and encourages you. There are some things that are really great about it in terms of it, having somebody who's talking in your ear while you're working out for some people is a great thing. Here's what I think. This pair of headphones specifically, as a pair of headphones, it works really well. I enjoyed using it during the day to take phone calls and just have it around my neck. I just did not like having this on my neck when I was running. Like, it doesn't feel like something I want there. I never forgot that it was there. I was aware of the fact that it was there all the time. So, high quality pair of headphones. If you're getting a running only pair, which this is kind of billed as because it is a trainer, it was my first pick, and the reason is it's $250. It's really, really expensive, and that is because it's a high quality piece of equipment, and the headphones themselves are really, really high quality. But I didn't find that I really wanted to use the trainer that much. On that note, I did a review of the Lumo Run, which is a separate device. Has nothing to do with this. This is also a trainer. It comes with an app. It's about $100, and I prefer the combination of this with another pair of headphones, so I can kind of choose what I want, and now I don't have this thing around my neck. This actually has a sensor in it that actually gives you a lot of good data about your running that this really can't do because it's only sensing my heart rate and my speed and stuff. So, and again, you can't run with this without your phone, so it's another thing, it just doesn't work that way. I found this to be a little bit overpriced for what it was getting you, but it is an interesting entrant into the market, and I think it's great that we're kind of innovating along AI coaching. These are the bone conduction headphones from Aftershokz. These are really unique because they don't work like normal headphones. They're a wraparound, and so they go over the top of your ear, but you can see that they don't sit on top of or inside my ear. They sit at the side of it, and the sound actually works by conducting into the bones in my ear. Now, it's a different feel because it buzzes a little bit, and you can basically, it's a different way of hearing sound. And the great thing is it solves the one problem that you should always be worried about is when you're wearing headphones. How safe are you? You can't hear cars. Nate really likes them because you can hear Nora as she's running alongside him. You hear the bell on her collar. So I found myself reaching for this pair over and over again because not only was it really easy to use, you just put it up, you snap it on, there's no fiddling with the pieces in my ears, and it connects really easily. But the safety thing is really an important point, especially when you're running. Now, what you give up is sound quality and volume. Our other coach, Holly, didn't like them as much because she really likes her headphones to be really loud in her ears. Depending on where you're running, maybe that's fine. But if you're running in a city like I am, it can be a little bit of a concern. And so they just don't get that loud. Bone conduction, it's not a really loud, vibrant sound. So you're gonna give it some quality. If you turn it all the way up, you're gonna feel a little bit of buzzing against your temples. And so I don't turn it all the way up, and even if you did, it's not that loud of a headphone. But I was almost a naysayer about this whole bone conduction thing, and I found myself reaching for them again and again and again because of the ease of use and the safety issue. So I really like these. They come in at $129, so a little bit on the higher end of the spectrum in terms of price, but really a solid pair of headphones. All right, so finally we have perhaps my favorite pair of the whole set, which is the Jaybird Runs. These are, again, one of the pricier ones. They're $180 on Amazon. They are a very unique set of Bluetooth headphones, and I'll tell you why. They come in this little case, right? You pop it open and you pull out these little buds. And this is the entire thing right here. And you place it in your ear. Now, I admit I, again, had a harder time trying to figure out the fit for this. I think it's just my ear, plus when I situated it right, they would sit perfectly, but it took a little bit of working around and trying to learn how to do that. But it's such an amazing thing. This is the entire headphone. Really great sound. It's not quite as sealed off as the X3s in terms of how it sits in my ear. It has to kind of tension itself against part of my ear in order to sit in there, but it's not fully in my ear the way the X3s were. And this is a charging case. So what I really liked about it is, of course, they're really small, so you try to put them somewhere. Every time I came home, I just tossed them back in the case and they're automatically charging. If the case is not actually attached to the wall, it still has a battery inside, so it continues to charge it. These are a lot like the Apple AirPods in terms of their functionality. They're individual Bluetooth wireless headphones, but they're more meant for running because of their design in terms of sitting in your ear. sweat proof. These are, I just again found myself reaching for these every morning to go on my run. I really, really, really like them. At $180, like I said, a little bit more pricey, but if you're looking for a wireless pair of headphones, this is a new category, and I highly recommend you check these out. One thing I want to note about both the Jaybird headphones is that it comes with an app that lets you do things like adjust the sound, you can adjust the sound in different ways, just like it was like a stereo system, and then you can save those settings depending on what your situation is. It's just another attention to detail that Jaybird has really put an extra level of attention on your experience of using their headphones. Both of the pairs of headphones, and we tried a number of these out, they're really high quality, and so I will say, like, they really do stand alone as somebody who's both innovating on the type of headphones that they're making and trying to make them a really high quality. It just depends on like what type of headphone you want and how much you want to spend. All right, guys, that is it for the headphone review. They're all Bluetooth. They're all meant for running. You know, some work really, really well. So like a lot of times you have to just pick your price point and then see what is the best solution for you. And we have price points from $250 down to $30. So if you have other pairs of headphones that you want us to review in our next run of this, let us know. Hit us up in the comments if you have questions. Always hit us up. We'd like to make it a conversation. If you like this video, hit the like button, and of course, subscribe to our channel because we have videos coming to you each and every week. We work really, really hard to bring you the best stuff on training, the best of gear reviews, and everything you need to know about running. I will see you in the next time.